Okay, here we go. Copy. There we go. Cool. Right. I think I am working. Haha. Using a StreamYard service again. I'm always not optimistic about it. But we'll see. Fingers crossed it does work. See here, refresh this. There we go. Yeah, it is working now. Little bit of everything. Hey, Rob, welcome in, buddy. Just refreshing everything and getting stuff sorted. Hope you're doing really good. That looks good. Excellent. I can see comments. I can see everything. Hey, don't forget to smash that like button, Rob. I know what you like. So I've been busting my backside today and doing a ton of stuff. And well, I figured I'm going to give myself a little bit of a break. Well, a little bit. I'm going to give myself a break for the rest of the day. Do a quick live stream, enjoy, and yeah, go from there. Hmm. Well, I'm in a bit of pain today, but that's my own doing. I needed to do some stuff, and you'll see that later on in the video. It's really cool. I say video later on in the live stream. Jeez, but yeah, it'll be pretty cool because there's a lot that I really want to, and I can't wait to showcase. Birdie, how are you, my dear? See, Birdie knows what I've been doing to a degree. She doesn't really have. Well, she hasn't seen the final product. I've been doing some work for her. So, and of course, some other work for East Bullion as well. And I'll get into all that soon. But yeah, just gonna let things creep up a little bit in here. You guys rock anyway, you know that. But yeah, there's a ton of stuff. So we're getting the on and off viewer. Let's have a look here, just as a quick refresh. It's always funny to watch this. No, okay, cool. Um, Excellent. So down to two watching again. Okay, that's interesting. Wow. Wowzers. So yeah, this weather for the weekend is going to be diabolical. I'm not looking forward to that at all, not in the slightest. Um, Apparently, Rob, you and I are both going to be hit with 27 to 29 degrees in temperature, so that's going to be ever so slightly fun. Oh, you're on a tea bake, bake, haha, tea break. Fair enough, hon. Excellent. So, right, where do I start? It's got a lot to go on. I'm just waiting for others to get the notification to pop in, say hi. Because America should be waking up, about now. And then the next, I don't know, 15 minutes or so, they'll pop online and be all happy and cheery. Jesus, wow. Seriously? 30.8 degrees Celsius. Dang. That is not something I envy at all. That's something that is like hideously bad. Oof, don't even want to think about that. I'll tell you what, if it hits that temperature over here, I'm just going to lay in front of my fan and I don't care. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, luckily they're not down here because honestly, between here and Wales we're miles apart as well, which is really dumb. But the temperatures, yeah, are going to get ridiculous, especially over the weekend. Really, really bad. So uh, there we go. It'll be interesting. There you go. Strike up a conversation, strike a pose, have some fun. So if anyone does want to join, I will put a link up shortly. You don't have any fans. We have three in the house, and I keep saying every time we're gonna or when we eventually get the extension built, because we're looking at essentially doubling the size of our house. Um, but we've been saying that now for 14 years. Uh, uh, that basically we're going to put air conditioning, throughout, and yeah, that's not happening. So, oh well. You're too shy. Oh, my, yeah, right. The reason is you're banned from coming up on here. I've said this to you on the phone, and I've said it on the previous video. Oh my God. If I put you up on here, it'll be hilarious. I'm joking when I say you're banned on here. You know that. It's not the case. But yeah, it's Bernadette is far from shy, I can assure you that. Oh my God. So, right, let's crack into some really cool stuff, I guess. Because people are starting to wake up. Hello, whoever's joining and leaving and whatever. It's nice to see you come and go, I guess. Prefer it if you stay. There you go. So anyway, as you can see here, I haven't actually done any promotion on my, not for my God, on my website in a long time. So I thought, well, let's grab out some of the silver pieces quickly, and I can showcase them to you guys. When I done the photograph, of course, things weren't really cleaned, and none of these are really cleaned either, not to the fullest at least. Um, I'll start off with one of Bernie's favorites, which is freaking hilarious. We'll start with like a loaf here, because well, it looks like a loaf of bread, as I've been told. And all of these, by the way, all are hallmarked. They are listed on my website, and these are upside down as typical. But there you go. Yeah, so these some of the really cool things. I know Bernie gets a kick out of that because it looks like a loaf of bread. Well, that's kind of why I called it a loaf, didn't I? One of the things still on my website actually, and I'm really surprised about this is my cowboy skull with two Winchester rifles. That's something that's really cool. My older pieces, but it's still there. It's still pretty dang cool. Number two. It's almost like a little belt buckle size, I guess. It's pretty good. Um, but yeah, I'm just laughing because I thought, well, might as well show them. I got two of these left. I'm probably not going to be doing any more of that. Oh, Rob, cheers, man. Um, it's let's see here. There we go. I know I could find a way to do it. I have the Lest We Forget rounds for anyone who served or anyone who knows of anyone who does serve. These are always super cool, Um, don't know what numbers these are either. Number 4 and 5. There we go. Yeah. Let's see what else. I'm just putting everything back into a little bag. We have the Medusa. Yeah, I'm gonna call it Medusa because it actually doesn't quite look like Medusa. Actually, I found the image, and I wish I would have written it down now because I've now lost it. This is actually a really iconic image. I knew it was, but I just couldn't remember where I seen it. And then I saw the image itself, and I thought, ah, I know where it is. I should really, take a picture for a live stream. And then, of course, I completely forgot. So, yeah, there we go. It's the chunky monkey there. So number 3, pretty cool. Because these things are so much of a pain, meaning that they take a long time to actually make, but as you could see from the sides and stuff, they're all done. They're sand casted, these. And my original mold broke, and luckily I still have one which, well, I keep now. It's an Ace Bullion special. Um, it's to my permanent collection because it means I can just do things that I want. But yeah, it's 4.9 ounces, and of course we got the big 5 ounce. I've messed up there where my stamping really bugs me when I do that. Yeah, so nearly 10 ounces of silver just in the 2 medallions. Yeah, he will be reduced for you, bud. I get it. I get it. Let's see here. I'll leave those ones for last. I still got one of my fat aces here. And all these are on the website, acebullion.com or acebullion.co.uk, depending upon where you are. But look out for the hallmarks. Those are always important to look out for. I know a lot of places are trying to cut corners and cut costs by when they're making something like this or whatever. They're trying to make them where they're not having them hallmarked and trying to get away with it. And well, one day it'll catch up. It's not going to happen to me because I hallmark my stuff. The only thing that I don't hallmark are my 10-ounce bars and my kilo bars, and that's only primarily because I haven't bought the large stamp from the assay office, which is several £100. And then I have to pay them extra to stamp a really large stamp. So it's always a bit of a pain. Absolutely. Grab a keyboard. See here, I'm gonna need 2 hands to hold this so you guys can really see this. So there's a playing card inside with a skull. There's an ace symbol here, which mirrors the big ace. It's a skeleton hand holding it like this. You get the 3D dice. John Francis, good morning. Well, good afternoon here. And welcome to the live stream. So, yeah, this is one of the chunky monkeys. Now, the back's a bit twirly-twirly, but I didn't really care. I thought, I'm still going to do it. I've had it hallmarked. It's number 3. It has my ace. It is stamped up. I think it's 5.6 ounces here. So it's a heavy monkey to hold. But I thought, well, there's no point in sanding it all down and redoing it. Because the mold eventually will give. I'll be lucky if I can get to number 6, if I'm brutally honest. But yeah, there we go. So we got some little button rounds. The only thing that'll be really cool is, I guess, if I put 5 little holes into them and made them into buttons, but each of these are stamped up and hallmarked. These are one of those things for, collectors. Just to, have a little stock, put them up. There you go. Just one of those little appreciation kind of things. You make good, good gifts and stuff. Move on to, see here. Now I'll do the heart first. I know Reg has one of these that I've custom done. Oh yeah, I forgot you have one of those, huh? Yeah. So this is a lovely heart. I usually send these out in a plastic case, so it could be displayed if I ever have them in stock, which at the moment I do. So I send these out in a plastic case, and if I'm able to, depends on how well I'm feeling, I'll try to stamp them up. But I reckon or recommend personally to get these engraved just for the best possible method. So, you know, you can get something really long and engraved, whoever keychains or whatever are done, just because they can do lovely calligraphy and I can't. So, and stamping is not really the same. I know it's just my personal preference, really. And of course, we got the Dead Tut or King Tut, two of these lovely heavy monsters. So we got 3.8 ounces and 4.1 ounces. And number 2 and number 3. I can't remember. I know someone wanted one of these at some point. So that's why I made 2. But there we go. But it took me so long, you know, as I was told, I'm so slow. It happens. And then, of course, we have my tribute to the late Colonel. I keep doing these. I'm no longer stamping them with numbers, just because of how fiddly they are. We're past, yeah, that one's number 9. That was 11. That was 10. I think number 12 ended up being the last one that I tried to stamp. And then this is the one that's not stamped yet is number 13. Well, trying to stamp a 13 onto a really evil skull. I call it evil skull. It's a really cool skull. But it does remind me, as I said, and makes me remember, you know, David, or otherwise known as K4 Mint or the Colonel. He gave me the mold many years ago. And yeah, it's just something really nice to remember someone by. So I'm happy to always make them. They're pain. He warned me about that loads of times. So that's the silvery bits out of the way. So if anyone's missed anything, check out my website, acebullion.com or acebullion.co.uk. I could do, yeah. It would be a heavy item to have around my neck, yeah. I'm not quite sure that the jump ring would hold. And I wouldn't really want to just mix it, so. But it is a possibility. It's, you know, it does make me, I don't know, over the past few years, you know, everyone's loved and lost, you know, people. So it's one of those things. But I'll never forget. So remain humble, be positive, and stay happy. That's what I say. So let me start off first, because I know that someone in here is waiting really well patiently at the moment to see something blue. So I'm going to tease the person because I've been working on other blue stuff too. So let's first pull off. I got a little wee blue dragon, which is, well, this is wax. So I'm not going to hold it into my hands for too long because it is, well, it's hard wax, but still soft wax. And here's one that I've made earlier. Well, here's a few that I made earlier. But that's what I've been doing today. So I have a dragon on a sprue. Now it's very similar to when you're doing sand casting or whatever. You basically make a sprue. There it is there. You attach your piece to it, you make some lines, but you have to do a lot more to it. So this isn't finished. I have to smooth out all of these rough bits. I have to make them really smooth, and that way the silver can flow all the way down through the tail, complete its loop, and go from there. And then eventually I'll do a tiny bit of grinding off on the back. Minimalistic work that would hopefully need to be done in the finishing process. But so that's the blue dragons that I'm currently working on. One of the main pieces, which is super cool. And you know, the really good thing about working with lost wax is that, if something goes wrong, you just welcome, Sean. Yeah, this is not the kind of wax that you could just burn like that. But hey, I'll give it a shot. Why not? Um, but the really cool thing about the wax is that you don't lose the material. Oh, I mean, you do, but you don't lose it. If you make a mistake in this process, you just start over. You remelt it. It's a lot of time. So that's the dragons. Let's move those out of the way. And now we'll come to. Nope, not yours yet, Bernie. There we go. We got the turtle. Now, you guys got to see from start to finish what the turtle looks like. And when it was completely finished. And look at all those details on, the front fins and everything. Now, this actually translates exactly to what the finished product will be. Now, you can see here that there's some marks. Well, that's because, it's been that dang hot. It actually came off. This one moved over. So I'll be cutting the sprue and getting these two on and hopefully making up the quote investment, basically the mix. That's why it leaves a white mark there. And that'll be cool. Bigger sprue to the main body might help the pour. No, not really, bud. This is what I've worked with so far. It's seems to be the best way. So, I mean, this here, or this bit here in itself, is a rather large sprue. It then goes off and it filters. So you don't want too big of a sprue because otherwise you then have to cut a really big screw and then ultimately grind away a lot of that extra silver. So, yeah, the process works really well. But yeah, so this is the turtle that I've also been working on. One of the things that my son's been working on. He drew all that. So yeah, some silly things that I thought was quite funny. Silver Scorpion, my man, how you doing? Oh man, honestly, but it is it's not. I don't know how to put it. It's there's an awful lot that you need, more than what you actually can think of, really. And I'm still learning, so I'm not going to give anyone a perfect bit of advice. Um, anyway, I poured 3 more turtles today. Well, I poured 4, and 3 came out, and these need a bit of cleaning up. As you can see here, there's some a little bit of wax here on the side here. So you got a little bit of wax there. Well, we're trying to get stuff sorted, and we're trying to make the forum, a really professional place for everybody. But at the moment, I think all the members could agree it's actually a really enjoyable place to be. So yeah, so there we go. These are the 3 turtles that poured out of the 4, and I was really impressed. Um, Yeah, but I'll happily talk you through stuff, man. No problem at all. I have no problems at all with that. More than happy, always happy to help out. It is wax, but it's not Brazilian. Sorry, Sean. All right, so I'll put these little 3 turtles back off to the side because they need to be cleaned. Now, why is silver or lost wax really good? Well, I made a couple of these. Now, yes, I did make them green. This is a customer's request. Well, the green wasn't. I decided I have some green pigment, so I threw some in. When I say I made a couple, I actually made a lot. And because I'm showing this video is not being monetized, I could assure you that much. And these are really for the customer, so if they can help raise awareness for medicinal uses of marijuana. Now, it's not like anyone can go smoking the stuff or whatever. Yeah, funny, Rob. But this actually is relating to things like CBD oils and stuff like that, and it's actually super cool. And I support the efforts of this customer for doing it. But when I went to try to sandcast these, because I thought, hey, this is going to be a dang easy thing to do. I could sandcast it. You could probably pick up already what is going to happen. Well, let's show you the 4 that I have here, which, well, just needs to be clean now and I'm done. Yeah, the sand did not like it. In fact, it stuck to everything. So it was quite a bummer with the sand sticking, and ultimately it just broke the mold. It left a lovely imprint on the top, and it made everything as it should be. But yeah, I mean, it literally stuck because of the grooves and how they're angled and stuff. There's nothing I could do. Well, that one's just a normal one, sorry. There's nothing I could do to actually make it work. And I thought, bugger. Well, so the next thing, of course, is going to be lost wax, isn't it? So let's part the sea, so to speak, or just kind of have these all floating about. I'm actually going to be, because I made these up anyway, I'm going to give one out to any customer who does buy one out of Lost Wax, just as a, well, there you go, because I've already made them. There's no point in doing it. So we have, and I was really careful when I was, pouring these because I wanted to get them into different sizes to see some different details. So they're not cleaned up, so you will see some marks, like that. And the cleaning process is, it's another day's work, just sitting there using scalpels and, literally going through stuff. So I poured, I think it was like 11 or something of these. I have no idea. There's still more to come. I poured a few, to say the least. It was my smallest one there. Right, that was probably one of my biggest. So these are some of the pours. Now I got all the detail that I wanted. Now, whatever this looks like is what the silver will look like. So, for instance, hey, JT Coins, how you doing, man? But yeah, so this here, whatever it translates, this is what it'll look like, and it's critical to obviously make sure that every single thing is right. So, I'll have to be going through stuff, double checking, things like obviously that here, that needs to get sorted out. If I want this back to be a little bit thinner, I'll have to scrape it or sand it. But any one of these that just doesn't look right or has an imperfection or whatever, I'm not really bothered. I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to remelt the dang thing. So who cares? To me, you only live once, you try it, and you go from there. And I think they look spectacular. I mean, I'm going to try to get in with some scalpels and try to work through and to really make sure that there's no gaps if I can. So, but yeah, there you go. You can see there, bit of the wax there that's left. This is one of the chunkier pieces. So looking here, I said all of these, any kind of mark, I don't want. So I really have to make sure I have a clean piece of wax, especially on the face side here where it's going to be done. When I'm doing like 3D work with like the turtles here, um, these are things that you really want to make sure that you get absolutely right. Oh, my email, man. Yes, it's on my website, but I'll post it on the phone. There you go. There's my email. So yeah, just use that anytime. No, actually, you know what I'm going to call this? It's going to be a burn leaf, BERN leaf. Yep, I've already named it. I know what it's going to be. But oh, you're welcome, man. Absolutely silver, silver scorpion. So yeah, I'm just going to call it the burn leaf. But I said it's the principle, I guess, behind everything that really makes it worthwhile. It makes me want to do everything because, um, I don't use any kind of, well, I say the only opioids that I use are my medication, which are not doing me any good anyway. But things like CBD oil, I've had, I don't know how many friends recommended that stuff to me now. Like, of course, I can't do it. And it's one of those things that's it's a touchy subject, but um, if it's going to help somebody, then I'm all for it. Absolutely. And it's proven in a lot of cases. So, and is it for everyone? No. But you know what? Is it for the people who tried it and it works? Yeah. So we need to do something. You know, California's, I think, one of the states in America that's already, introduced, legalized marijuana or medicinal whatever, and it's fine. It's bring it on. But that's not what we're talking about here in the UK. It's totally different. It's about oils and everything else. It's not about smoking something or whatever. That's a whole different topic in itself. Um, um, I actually do have some brown resin. I mean, at the end of the day, it is resin here. Um, have I thought about hand carving wax pieces, a one-on-one? Yeah, that's one of the really cool things about wax. I have some wax blocks, and I'm working on some stuff. And I've seen some really amazing carvers. However, here's the thing with lost wax casting is that you get one shot when you pour it, and you have to make absolute certain that that one shot counts. Because if it fails, it fails. That's it. So what I would do is if by the way, if anyone wants to get a block of wax and carve something, package it up very safely and have it cast. I'll do that for you. But here's what I'm going to do before I do it. I'm going to make a mold of that because God forbid anything goes wrong. I want to make sure that I can reproduce it with ease. Um, so, yeah, you can carve wax, but I'll still make, um, an epoxy style mold. I didn't bring them out because, quite frankly, I thought, no, it's no point. I've shown them before in my videos. The pink, they're really thick. But yeah, you can make a mold pretty much out of anything that you want to make. It could be, perfect 3D stuff, you name it. And then, of course, it's just a case of injecting it with the wax, which I do by hand, and then you go from there, and it's a lot of fun. So yeah, see, that's what I've heard, Silver Bushman. And by the way, hello, Mr. Bushman, missed you. I don't know how I've done that. I read your post, and I just glossed over that it was you. Um, yeah, that's one of the really cool things is, let's say I really like this piece here, okay, but I wanted to do something different, but I don't know, or replicate this, I guess. I could just make a mold again and keep producing endless amounts. I mean, at the moment, I already have a mold, so that's okay. But for things like my turtle, um, I had to make a mold of the turtle itself, and which, as I said, this is still to be cleaned up, which really has encapsulated all of the detail of this turtle. Now, I poured 3 turtles today. I got another 2 waiting on the sprue over there, and yeah, super cool. But one of the really useful or used type of things for lost wax casting is, of course, jewelry. Now, I'm not really keen about going down the whole jewelry route. I don't want to be making, gold rings or platinum rings or whatever. It's not what I'm after. I was looking to find something and a method that I was able to use that works for the ideas that I have to pour. And some of them, people have deemed them to be impossible. And well, that's where impossibility meets reality because I can make it happen. So yeah. Um, all right, Silver Bushman. JT Coins, my man, how you doing, buddy? Rob, you know I can't because you. All right, a full disclosure to everybody, because you guys aren't too freaking honest with you. When I made the mold of the turtle, occasionally when after I injected stuff, I knew something had gone wrong with the mold. Sometimes you get just a turtle head. Now I'm pretty sure you guys will be making the jokes yourself. Um, and of course the turtle head was stuck, or sometimes you pull out the turtle and the turtle head, well, comes off. There was a timing issue, and you had to kind of make your way around it. So yes, I can make just the turtle head, Rob. It'll be only a little wee thing though. So, but yeah, so as I said, this is something that this is for a customer. I'm doing it. I want to build up onto other really cool projects that I'm already doing at the moment. And, these aren't things I need to really worry too much with. There we go. There's my turtle. There's one of the dragons, and the other one's over here, so it's hiding. Ta-da! Or other 2. Um, but yeah, I have everything from chess pieces and sets that are done. Just waiting really for the final pouring stage and everything else. And then attaching every single one. And I have different size bases, and because I can go all the way up to I think a 6-inch base. And I've had all of my metal work cut out for me, which was really good. I got some tips on that should anyone want to do that. Oh, JT, man, thank you, buddy. That's super cool. There we go. Pop you up on there as well, man. But yeah, I mean, like, I've seen just some amazing things that people have done. One of the really cool things, like with Lost Wax, is like what I was saying about the jewelry side. Um, you could actually just buy some pre-made and pre-done molds where an artist has taken the time, has made them, and will just sell you the mold. So you get like one piece of wax, and it's done, it's over with, and that's it. It's like, wow, how cool is that? Um, in a way, I think is kind of cheating because I like to have my own molds. So yeah, um, there we go. Let's pop a link up as well onto the precious metal forum there. Um, but yeah, there's just a plethora of things that I guess my imagination can do whatever I want it to do. Yeah, about starting projects, my gosh, I have more than I care to wish for. I mean, there's still a lot with silver pouring. There's still a lot of things that I'm working on, and I'm working on with help of friends as well. I want to make a vibrating or a shaker table for my vacuum chamber. Um, I think ultimately I'm going to end up buying a wax extruder. But for right now, what I'm doing, I'm just doing everything by hand. It's cost, it's budget friendly. That'll be a video in itself where I'll just walk you guys through some of the tools and stuff. But that's as I get more familiar with more of the casting and processes. See here, if anyone wants up, let's see if I can try to do this. Post comment. There we go. There we go. Excellent. Yeah, that's worked. So yeah, if anyone wants to pop up onto StreamYard to be my guest, you're more than welcome to come up here. I'd welcome you up in a heartbeat. Just let me know that you're popping in. That'll be great. And yeah, obviously go from there. So I said there's an awful lot with Lost Wax that you can do, and you can learn about. And I'm still on the whole learning curve. I'm enjoying every minute of it. Um, you know, I'm still always trying new things. As I said, some things with sand casting are just not possible. Um, and I know my customers try to using the same mold that she sent me for this. Tried to use I don't know if it was ice or chocolate or something. It didn't even work out in that mold. Um, but of course, I've done it into the wax side of things, and that works. So that means that the lost wax process will work really, really well, and that's something that's super, super cool. It's one of those things as well. I can even put a big letter on the back or something, but honestly, I'll leave that for the assay office so that they can, stamp it and make sure that it's hallmarked. So you're early yet as well. I don't know what that means, but okay. I'm early? Okay. Check your microphone though. Okay. Let's see if there's any gas. Oh, there's no gas yet. Was my microphone messed up? Hmm? No. You're early yet as well. Okay, I'm just double checking. Oh, sorry. Now I get it. Yeah. Well, just if you're going to jump up on here, just make sure obviously your microphone and speakers are far enough away so we don't end up with the endless loop. Uh, but ultimately, with lost wax and stuff, there's there's some dangers you need to be aware of. The investment, which is the powder and stuff like that you use to um, make essentially a plaster cast like thing around, is really toxic if you breathe it in. It has silicon or silica, sorry, in it. And yeah, no, there isn't many people, and this is the direction that I wanted to take. There's two directions that I intended on doing. Lost wax is one of them. I'm still doing my just graphite pours. I say just graphite pours. I mean, that sounds so bad. It's not. I don't mean it to. I love my graphite pours because they can be just as painful as anything else. Um, I love sand casting as well. But lost wax casting is there's something that's drawn me to it. I really, really love it. Uh, and I guess it's the fact that I can have something customized. So if I took a chess set, for instance, and you wanted instead of well, I say chess set, we'll just use this leaf for instance. Um, let's say you wanted to have something personalized for yourself or a friend or as a gift, okay? And I'm doing a chess set or checkerboard or I mean, I said whatever you could dream of, I can make happen. But I could then take this and I can have it personalized before it even goes into the casting process. So I can mess up on here as many times as I like. I can put your name, I can put your logo. Heck, if you sent me your stamp, I can even heat up your stamp and use it like one of those wax stamps, to seal. So I can have everything sorted out, and it's crazy the stuff that you can actually do to it. I can have all these stamped before they even go into um, the casting process. And then once they are cast, well, that's less work. I won't have to hammer them. I won't have to do stuff. I mean, there's a lot, a lot of possibilities. They're pretty much endless. Yeah, I mean, one of the things is that my 3D printer has gone. It's kaput. It's died. It's destroyed. I will eventually get a new one. Because there's a number of things that sadly got destroyed. 3D printer is one of them, and just this weekend, my bandsaw got destroyed as well. Yeah, a big fry out. But the thing that I was able to do is that you can print and create any design that you want and make it yours. You can have it copyright. You can have it whatever, and then someone like myself, once you printed a design, I can make a mold, or I can teach you how to make a mold. And then once your mold's done, I could send it off to me. I'll just wax it up, send it all back. There you go. And then that is just yours. So I mean, there's a lot of time just to get into this stage here, the turtle and all sorts of stuff. But there is just so much that, as I said, really can be done. Now, this isn't about, a whole, host of stuff or, kind of a massive promotion. But I mean, you take a look at that, and when this is finished, this is what it's going to look like. Any imperfection on here will be translated straight over to the model itself. So things, still need to be cleaned up on the Dragon, for instance. And, I mean, it's awesome. It really is awesome. I love it. Yeah, everything could be, customized, unique, personalized to the individual. I mean, this is one of the really cool things. I mean, as I said, I'm calling this the Bern Leaf, BERN Leaf. And I think it is freaking awesome because I I might have to take one when I'm, putting it on a tree and sprue and everything. And on the back, I might just put a big letter B. I'm not quite sure, for just a trial proof thing. But yeah, here you go. You can actually see where some of it needs to be cleaned up. I don't want. Just try to show you like that. It's gone too far down. You could tell. But it's simple. Working with wax over silver to get to that final product or that final piece is amazing. And one of the things is hold on, if I'm able to, I know I've shown you guys the actual sorry, it was on my website there. The actual whatever it's called, the wax version here, but the customer who actually received the silver version of the turtle actually posted up some really lovely pictures. And I'm trying to see here if I can find them, because I think they were in just general discussion. And by the way, the website or the website, the web forum is growing immensely. I'm actually really impressed. The people on there are posting some amazing stuff. And I couldn't be more proud than anything. So let's have a look here. Yeah, you can see the images. I'm going to show them all for 1 second here. So here we go. Excuse the horrible blur. But there's the original. There's the turtle. Let's just scroll. I hope you guys get an idea of that. And I'm sorry for the shaky camera. I'm holding the bipod by hand. But you can see all the details. Some of them you couldn't see on the actual plastic piece have shown up onto the turtle itself. And then, oops, here we go. Look at that. Now, it took a lot of work to get it to look like this. And I really just wanted to show you guys what it looks like and how it is. Oh yeah, Bernie, it's under silver in the general discussion. It's about halfway down actually on the first page. And it says the title of that one is, where was it? Custom made to order. Now, if you guys, by the way, are new to, or new, I say new, I'm going to show you back to the computer for a second. If you guys are new and looking at the forum and you're not signed up, you're going to see this, okay? Now, this is stuff that most people won't see after you become a member. Yeah, and you're going to see some trendy articles, basically spam kind of rubbish. Once you become a member and you're signed in, go to the homepage. None of that is here. All adverts are removed. So you can find out who's online. You could view your posts. You can view the posts for the last week, and you could view unanswered posts. And if someone posts on here as well, that's fine. You also get a little notification bar. And there's all sorts of things. I mean, it comes down on the bottom. It tells you even there, what's happening. So there we go. I thought it's pretty dang cool. And we're still working on the design and everything else. Oh, cool. That is awesome, bud. No, seriously. I mean, at the end of the day, it is a free forum. Free for everyone here. Where I'm getting any kind of substance kickbacks, whatever you want to call it. Basically, where I'm getting any kind of reprieve off of what it's costing me to run the forum is through my YouTube channel, which is promoting the forum and promoting, obviously, and showcasing lots of different bullion pieces. to me, that means a lot more, than trying to walk away with money. I mean, I don't really care, about personal money. I mean, God, my wife, if she ever watches this, I'm screwed. You can tell us the video that's not going to be monetized, right? I think that's the first time ever I've used that. But let's just move some stuff out for a sec while I'm putting things away, let you guys see things. But yeah, one of the things is I'm going to give away one of these with all the orders that come up. In fact, I might even just stick them up on the website for a little bit because they're fun. I mean, they're just resin, but they're fun. I actually think giving them away is better than charging anybody. At the end of the day, just tiny little resin pieces the size of a coin that I was mucking about playing with, and I think that's pretty dang cool. So let's move all those there, and then I'll put these off to a side because I got to work all these, check them out. I'll let you guys see it all in a second on my baking tray. No, actually, no, there was a pun intended on there, but it actually is a baking tray, believe it or not. Because it's one of the best things to work with. So let's see here. But yeah, I mean, I just having a quick glance at these for the first time, and especially under camera, I can tell straight away some of these are going to go straight back into the melting pot. Again, pun intended. And some of them will be moved over to kind of the production area where, they'll eventually get sprued up and put on. And then you have a long wait because there's, just to give you a brief idea, when I'm doing this kind of stuff here. There we go. Original hash coins are rare. Yeah, I'm right there. Well, you know what? So we're pushing on. Go into Tinkercad, go into 3D Thingiverse, make a coin design, print it off if you have the ability to, and then send it to me. It's simple. I'm happy to do that, man. Print something off that you like, that you made up, and send it to me. And then I'll make it up if you want me to, and go from there. It's quite simple, really. The possibilities really are endless with what I can do, and that's why I need another 3D printer. Because of course I can design everything. I say a 3D printer, it's another resin printer, so it gives you the best quality. You don't get the lines as much as you do with the 3D printing with PLA and the other stuff. The resin side is just beautiful, smooth. And you can even get, by the way, some burnout resin. So resin that's meant for lost wax. Now it's not wax; it's lost resin, but it works in the same way, same principle. It just takes longer, and it's super awesome. So things like that, they're really cool. I just love them. I love to mess about. I do the coin reviews every week, or I say every week, every 3 days, 3 times a week. There you go. And I do these because A, I like to do them. B, it gets. Oops, I'm not even in focus there. B, it lets people know what's out there. 3, I have a really good relationship with Silver Trader on them, and a lot of people wouldn't have seen a lot of the coins until they're shown. So it's kind of fun. I get things like the emu. You guys seen all these. If you haven't seen them, you can check out the video. That'll be cool. Pirates of the Caribbean. Mickey and Goofy. It is, isn't it? The Tesla coin and the bald eagle. Hello. Really reflective on that one. Caught me out many times. I could do, but I'm not doing any of that yet. I do have a gold area set up. So currently I'm still gathering a lot of jewelry. As much of it as I can, gold, as long as it's hallmarked. I just keep buying and doing all sorts of stuff with that. I might actually, I think I'm gonna have to speak with Backyard Scrapping actually, because with my fume hood also being down, that's another expense. Things. He doesn't use the fume hood. He does everything kind of out the door. In the UK, if we do that, I'll be arrested. So, but yeah, I got a lot to send over if he wants to do something. Otherwise, I'll have to find another, refinery nearby that can actually process some of my, electrical or e-waste with its gold, platinum, and silver and palladium as well. But yeah, it's super cool. But yeah, no, I do have Devil's Forge. Just never used it. Well, I say never used it. I haven't used it in a very long time. And I could do copper. I could do bronze. I could do brass. I could do lead, which was no, yeah, uh, not a fun product to be messing with. But yeah, no, 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 no. You know the answer to that one, Rob. Um, oh man, that would be super, super awesome. And Silver Bushman, if you send me something like that, I will return that item back to you in its original state. Um, that's something that I'm dead serious about. That's one again. This is one of the really cool things that I love doing. Is I could take something that's precious and dear to you and not screw it up. Being honest, not destroying it. Um, so I don't know. I mean, I actually have a few items that I still need to do things for, like Miss Victoria Roman Carter. She always loves every time that I put this cannon out. She loves a cannon. Well, this is a signal cannon. If anyone does want to know and wants to look them up, they're extremely expensive. This one's really rare as heck. It's very old. It's very vintage, and yeah, it does work. But if you could only make them out of Pez, I could make them out of Pez. Meaning that if there's but someone's already done it. So there's the Pez dispenser, and then of course you get the little Pez things. Well, I could do thousands of those. They're simple to do. Once you make the mold up, So if I get I guess if I buy Pez, and then I make the Pez candy into a mold, which I'd probably put like 4 on a tree or something, like 4 in a row. Then yeah, I can make loads up very simply and easily. And that's just something that's super cool. Even down to things like Rolos. Again, people have done this kind of stuff, and I don't really want to. I don't copy what other people are doing. I'm not into that. I never have been, and I really don't want to infringe upon anyone's copyrights either. Because I know, yeah, knowing you, Sean, you would eat it too, and I'd have to put like some kind of major warning. But yeah, I don't want to ever get in a position where I'm infringing on a copyright or a trademark or anything that'll get me into trouble. And a Pez, I'm pretty dang sure, will get me into trouble eventually, especially with how much publicizing I do and all that. Coin World UK, how are you doing, buddy? Um, oh man, thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, so I mean, this is there's a lot of really cool things that can be done. I have a couple, and I'm gonna get my head kicked in. Crispy Kiwis Adventure. By the way, awesome channel. If I had a link right now, I would stick it up. And by the way, you guys can stick your own links up as well. Um, he sent me. It was either him or Jim MD Melbourne or Melbourne MD. Um, sent. I think it was Jim who sent me this. He sent me two items, and these are waiting to be made into molds so that I can cast them. One of them is a Harley Davidson, and it's a really vintage Harley Davidson belt buckle tip, and it's shaped like an arrowhead, which is freaking awesome. It really is. And the next one is there's some wings. So that's something I'm looking forward to actually making and producing and going from there. There's also something that I have which I've thought about how can I incorporate something into a coin, and it's a JFK die. Now they used to use these on 1/10 ounce gold, and it was a commemorative piece, and I have the actual one of probably the only one left in the world, a die, and that was Christian Reddit, I think. CR62 sent me that, no, about 2 years ago. Week back, how are you doing, man? And that's something that I've just recently realized that if I take a bit of wax and I make it into a circular shape, I can actually, with the heated die, um, I can just slightly press it on and give the imprint that I want without having to stamp it or ruin that die. So the die only needs to be of a certain temperature to get the imprint that I want done. So we're talking less than 100 degrees, less than boiling water, for instance. So there won't be any harm done to the die. It won't be subjected to any pressures or whatever, but effectively I could have a nice, cool one-sided coin with with a big ace stamp on the back, kind of reviving that coin, but who knows? So, the possibilities are kind of endless and limitless for me. And that's something that's really cool. So, but yeah, so there we go. But yeah, going back, I am looking at getting it. Well, I say looking at, I already have another signal cannon and it's disassembled. And I'm looking to be making them out of silver. Again, projects, we talked about that. Far too many of them to go through. I even have a really cool cat in the moon necklace pendant that will be eventually made. All these things I'm hoping to get done this year. Um, my shop at the moment has enough stock in that I don't need to rush out and to try to focus on that. Unless, of course, everyone eats it up and that's it. Then I'm kind of, up a creek and need to restock things. But computer good. But yeah, it's just one of those processes that it's simple, easy to do, and if you mess up with the wax, you start over, you just remelt it. So yeah, very simple. I keep popping in the link, everyone, to the Precious Metal Forum. If you're not a member, guys, join up. There's no reason why not to create a profile. You won't have any adverts. The opening page has adverts, which is funny. There is a SSL certificate on there, which now clearly is shown. You guys don't need to worry. Your data is safe. And yeah, and by the way, I am still looking for people who are competent around computers. Score stands at 12-0. 12-0 for what? I don't know what score it is. You guys taking a bet on something? I'll make it into something else. Uh, um, but yeah, I mean, it really is cool. So move those away. And yeah, thought really. Well, let's see. That rules. Oh, okay. Not me. Oh dear. What is this score you guys are talking about? I'm curious now. No one's telling me what game it is. Am I part of the game? Is that how many times I say Because I could say that a lot of times if you guys want. I try not to focus on but there we go. It's one of those super things that happens. Uh, as much as I try to actually focus and not say it, it just happens. Don't know why. I think if you focus on it too much, you say it even more. But anyway, it could be but anyway, because I do say that a lot too. So I wanted to John, up and down. I have no idea what you mean. Confident with computers. Oh, yeah, um the bit with the computer side is I'm looking for and I know I have Misplaced Youper who's working on the design right now, but I'm looking for other people to either take photographs, um, do whatever you can really. To I want to change the web banner on the forum. And I'm also looking for a forum icon. Now, it cannot be the same, and I don't want any reference or I don't want anyone to think that I'm replicating or copying the Silver Forum at all, because that's not the case. There's too many people behind this forum right now that just it won't happen. None of us want to copy the Silver Forum. We don't want to take your money. We don't want to have it even look like the Silver Forum, because the reason we've created another forum is one, I'm beyond, just for the record. And that's because, of course, I was classed as a dealer. Um, I love it. I got all this in front of you guys. I'm saying I'm a dealer here. Wow. Uh, I don't know why you guys aren't laughing. Oh, right. I get it now, Rob. Gotcha. Um, the but yeah, I mean, it's just hilarious. I see people flipping, selling, buying silver and selling silver on a regular basis. Well, I used to on the forum, and what I was actually making with my own personal silver was nothing, and yet they're flipping, and it's like, well, okay, fine, fair enough. Perhaps I should just go into flipping and give up. I don't know. But then I wouldn't be enjoying myself. That's something that bugs me. I couldn't do it. It's not about the money. It really isn't. I for what I have to buy the silver in, I try to give everyone a fair price. When I'm working on things like this, I'm still going to give my customer an absolute fair price. Forgetting that I've done this entirely, that won't even be factored into a bill. That was an experiment that I had to try. And if that worked, it would have been amazing. So, um, I'm a nice chap. I'm pitifully slow. It takes me ages to get to this stage, guys. You jammy cat. Oh, so anyway, with that being said, I have at least 5 more turtles. Hopefully, they're going to come out and they're going to work. And when they do, you guys may or may not be watching a live stream pour when it happens. Well, I started to Silver Bushman, but I've asked for help, Are, are you on the forum? Because I was going to give away this. This was the second item that I cast. And bless it, it looks like he has a little teardrop. This is the second item I cast. It was done at with Lost Wax Casting. And you see what I mean about where the wax translates? Yeah, that's what happens. And this hallmark there, you guys can see the shiny bit there. This hallmark, it's not fully cleaned up. If I hold up to the light, you can probably see it's so thin that there's a couple of really small little holes, like right here in the bottom bit. Now you wouldn't be able to really see this. Oopsie, let's just drop it, shall I? There we go. But yeah, this is a Wolfie. It's hallmarked by the Edinburgh Assay Office. It is pure silver. It's been done. Just needs a final polish. This should have had a little loop on top, but the loop failed, so I managed to grind it off because only half the loop came through. I mean, this is really thin, guys. I mean, that really is thin. It's paper thin. When I say paper thin, I'm talking, this is a ruler to give you an idea of how thin. It's actually thinner than the ruler, you know, as the metal, but then it's chunky, obviously, at the nose, all of that. But yeah, I was going to give this away as a prize. But I thought, you know, actually, I'll do another prize at some point because I've killed this back. I'm not quite sure what I wanted to do with it. But it will be done somehow. In fact, it will be a giveaway. I can't tell you what the weight is right now. It's less than an ounce. I can tell you that by, yeah, I think it's about 20 grams or something like that. It is really tiny in weight. I haven't got to us. Okay, bud. Well, go in there, fill in your profile and stuff, and just say hi. There's a welcome section. That'll get you started. But yeah, there you go. But I'm going to be doing a lot more tips and tricks and really weird stuff. One of the things that I'm actually going to be doing for my members, and yeah, dare I say that? Hold on 1 second. My cat seems to want out. And so second, well, third time the cat called me. So 1 second. Fly out more. Fly. Goodbye. Sayonara. Bon voyage. Adios. Say what, yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, so going for the whole member thing, I will actually be doing some member only videos on my channel. I've actually had there's 5 members that have, since I've introduced the membership program, I've been around for 10 months, and I really want to kind of give them something unique. So there's going to be a lot of hidden secrets and hidden stuff in different videos where it won't be live and stuff, but it'll be for any member because it's only 2 categories. But yeah, I wanted to throw it out there. I wasn't too sure if I should actually say it or not. So I hate saying, "Hey, join my channel and become a member." I feel like I'm kind of busking or begging, and that's not me. But anyway, folks, I mean, I know Bernie needs to go. I need to go as well. I can only thank every single one of you for just being super awesome. I'll keep you guys updated with all of this stuff: the turtle, the dragons, the burn leafs, you name it, it's going to happen. And yeah, sign up on the forum. It's going to be a lot more information there. I'll keep posting stuff there, and some of it, yeah, will just be on the forum only. And there's going to be tips, tricks, suggestions, some odd photos, and things that are going to be pretty cool. Oh man. Well, but whatever you want, I'm happy to work with you and I'm happy to help out. I mean, I got these projects in front of me. I have my biggest project to date, which is a Menehune piece that I have to make. It's being made up. I'm on mold number 3 of something. Um, and the reason I'm making it is that that's what got him started into pouring. And I don't want to give too much away because well, he knows I'm making it. He knows I've accepted the challenge. And you know, if it's going to push me in my ability to pour something as intricate as what he's asked me to make him, I'm up for it. And that is the challenge that I've accepted with honor because I look up to Menehune. And I loved his items for such a long time. I finally got my trident that he had done just for me, and on top of that, he sent me a silver eagle, which defies gravity, and it's just beautiful. So, so now it's my turn to get everything sent to him with hallmarks. That's what I told him, and yeah, that's going to happen this year. And I really can't wait to see his bets, his face, his reaction. Um, but I said, there's more to come. Wait till you see some of these turtles. Some of them, there's this big surprise that's going to happen, at least on one of them, and it's going to be mind blowing. I can assure you of that. And I know I have Rob's blessing for that one because he knows what's coming. He can't tell anybody, so no, no, no. So, all right, folks. Thank you so much for being a great audience today, and awesome for contributing in. Thank you to Rob and to JT for your donations on the channel, man. That's super awesome, guys. Join up to the Precious Metal Forum if you do want to be a member of my channel. There's the memberships. Yeah, go to my main channel and have a look. But definitely sign up to the Precious Metal Forum. It's free. That won't cost you anything, and you can really get involved with really cool people. So share it around, and I'll talk to you all later. I'll see you on tomorrow's video. All right, everyone. Catch you later. Bye.